Hello and welcome, my cherished friend. A profound shift is now unfolding for you. Something divinely orchestrated, placed firmly on heaven's agenda, and your spirit, remarkably intuitive, has been receiving these subtle signals, these profound whisperings, long before your logical mind could even begin to process or articulate them. Perhaps you felt it as a premonition, a physical tremor in your very being, even before you pressed play on this message. It might manifest as a persistent tightness coiling in your chest, a strange, almost alchemical blend of heaviness and burgeoning hope residing deep within your gut. You can't quite give it a name, categorize it, or intellectualize it, but an undeniable intuition tells you that something significant, something monumental, is stirring, coalescing, and building towards an inevitable crescendo. Here's the powerful recurring image that has been impressed upon my spirit. For too long, it's as if the world merely skimmed the first page of your intricate, unfolding story, hastily slapped a reductive label upon you, abruptly closed the book, and then casually walked away, dismissing your true depth. But in that same moment of superficial judgment, God, the ultimate author, quietly remained behind. He didn't just read. He was actively, lovingly, intricately writing in the margins, developing chapters and unforeseen plot twists that no one else bothered to glimpse, let alone truly understand. For what felt like an eternity, it seemed as though their narrow, incomplete version of you was undeniably prevailing. People, drawing conclusions from mere fleeting moments and isolated incidents, decreed who you were. They branded you, too sensitive, too intense, too quiet, too much, weak, because you dared to choose mercy over vengeance, unstable, because you evolved, behind, because your unique path diverged from their conventional, predictable timeline. You valiantly attempted to brush off these stinging judgments, to deflect their harsh assessments. But the painful truth is that some of those words, those labels, those accusations, burrowed far deeper into your soul than you ever wanted to acknowledge. You found yourself caught in a relentless cycle of self-interrogation, the same unsettling questions echoing in the quiet chambers of your heart. Am I truly called? Did I misinterpret God's voice? Perhaps I am fundamentally flawed. These insidious questions became your unwelcome companions, trailing you into your workplace, infiltrating your casual conversations, and whispering doubts into the quiet solitude of your bed at night. You would replay countless small interactions, agonizing over them, scrutinizing every word and gesture, desperately searching for some phantom misstep, something you might have done wrong. I want you to know many chosen ones just like you are navigating this very crucible of doubt right now. And before I continue, I want to pause and extend my heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering support, whether it's through a simple like, a thoughtful share, or even a generous super thanks. It always, truly, means more than you could ever grasp, and it genuinely empowers this crucial message to reach the souls who desperately need to hear it. Let me now unveil this profound truth that will anchor your spirit. What they failed to perceive, what even you occasionally lost sight of amidst the noise, is that God, your creator, never, not once, endorsed their limited, flawed version of you. And when the author of your life decides it's time to turn a page, to close a chapter and begin a new one, everything, absolutely everything, can shift, transform, and realign before the very next sunrise. You see, while they were consumed by gossip and judgment, God was meticulously guarding you. While they were utterly misreading your intentions and your heart, God was carefully measuring you, assessing your capacity and potential. While they were shamefully underestimating your strength and destiny, God was diligently preparing you. You haven't been stuck, my friend. You've been in rigorous, divine training. Take a moment to reflect on the last few years of your life, those seasons of quiet growth. Remember the countless nights you consciously chose the solace of prayer over the fleeting satisfaction of pettiness. Recall the moments you bit your tongue, exercising profound restraint, when you could have, with one single scorching sentence, burned every bridge and reduced everything to ashes. Think of the times you walked away from conflict, choosing peace and integrity over the exhausting need to prove your point. Consider the long, arduous days you kept showing up, diligently putting in the effort, even when the visible results stubbornly refused to match your dedication. No one, not a single soul in the earthly realm, paused to celebrate that quiet, resilient part of you. But heaven, oh heaven did not miss a single precious detail. Chosen ones, understand this. God has been intimately studying your heart, observing your deepest motivations and hidden struggles, in the most unassuming places, the very places where you believed absolutely nothing significant was happening. In your daily commutes, in the mundane rhythms of your kitchen, in those quiet, often lonely mornings where you were simply trying to survive the day, in the spaces where you felt utterly ordinary, perhaps even invisible, he was there. He watched you force out the words, I'm okay, even as your hands trembled, and then, despite your inner turmoil, rise and serve others anyway. He watched you extend love, grace, and compassion to people who shamefully treated your kindness not as a gift, but as an endless, exploitable resource. He noticed the unwavering way you kept your spirit clean, unblemished, even when your good name was twisted and misunderstood. And while you, in your quiet endurance, were left wondering why life felt so agonizingly silent, God was orchestrating something extraordinarily loud, something profoundly resonant, in the spiritual realm. He was decisively closing old assignments, old chapters, old roles that no longer aligned with your divine purpose. He was meticulously uprooting ingrained belief systems, those deeply held convictions that had subtly, insidiously made you feel smaller, lesser than the magnificent destiny he had inscribed for you. He was lovingly, yet firmly separating you from people who, despite your affection for them, simply could not accompany you to the higher ground where you are now destined to go, even if that separation felt like an unbearable loss at first. That, my dear friend, is precisely why you've experienced this perplexing, bittersweet mixture of grief and profound relief simultaneously. You've witnessed friend groups subtly but significantly shift. Certain doors you were convinced had to open for your future, remained stubbornly, conclusively shut. Plans you had meticulously crafted and felt absolutely certain about simply dissolved, evaporating into thin air. Explanations for these changes never materialized. The longed-for closure never arrived. And yet, beneath the surface of all that upheaval, a deeper, undeniable strength, a quiet, formidable resilience, began to rise within you. You instinctively became more honest, more authentic with yourself. You stopped desperately begging others to understand you, releasing the burden of their validation. Instead, you began to tune into that quiet, persistent pull in your chest, that inner knowing that whispered, there is so much more to you than they could ever see. And indeed, there is. People have been whispering, wondering, what happened to them? Why did they change so dramatically? Why have they pulled back? Who do they even think they are now? They ask because God is about to allow your very life to speak, to narrate your truth in a way your words, however eloquent, never possibly could. Right now, behind the veil of the unseen, divine opportunities are being meticulously arranged, poised to place you in spaces and circles from which you were once unjustly excluded. Callings that you've only ever felt as a powerful, undeniable stirring deep within your spirit are about to manifest as tangible, visible assignments. And here is the part one implore you to truly, deeply hear. This imminent reveal is emphatically not about you getting even. This is about truth, pure and unadulterated, finally being handed a microphone, its voice amplified for all to hear. The very same God who lovingly watched you be misread, misrepresented, and misunderstood is now ready, in his perfect timing, to unequivocally reveal you. The authentic version of you they so readily doubted, the obedient you, the healed you, the disciplined you, the quietly faithful you, that true radiant version is about to rise to the surface with such undeniable clarity, such compelling evidence, that it will defy all argument. The powerful, unmistakable hand of God upon your life is about to become gloriously undeniable. God is about to silence every single doubt, every insidious question, every dismissive judgment that has ever dared to wrap itself around your name. And he won't do it with drama, with chaos, or with a spectacular attention-grabbing show. He will do it with quiet, irrefutable evidence that simply cannot be denied. Right now, you are standing at the very precipice, the breathtaking edge of that divine reveal, even if, in this present moment, it still feels like nothing particularly special is happening. That unique blend of quiet anticipation and subtle confusion you might be experiencing right now, that, my friend, is the unmistakable first sign of a profound spiritual unveiling. It is the sacred moment just before God, the divine author, turns the page to your next, most glorious chapter. Because the truth, the profound truth, is this: you haven't merely been passively waiting for life to change around you. Rather, life itself, in its divine wisdom, has been patiently waiting for you to arrive, to fully step into the evolved, strengthened version of yourself who is now capable of carrying the immense blessings and responsibilities that are swiftly approaching. This transformation happened slowly, almost imperceptibly, forged through choices no one else witnessed. It occurred through the courageous boundaries you established that no one truly understood. It unfolded through the deep, solitary healing work no one ever celebrated. It was built during countless nights where you whispered prayers that felt, in the moment, like they were dissolving into the vast, indifferent air, but they weren't. Every single one of those unseen moments became an indispensable part of the bedrock, the unshakable foundation, upon which God is now poised to build something magnificent. Chosen ones, the season you are now confidently walking into is not a season where you will be required to explain yourself, to justify your past, or to articulate your journey. No, this is the season where God himself will explain you, and he will accomplish this through an undeniable alignment, a profound synchronicity so potent that even people who have never believed in anything spiritual, anything beyond the tangible, will look at your life and be compelled to declare, something extraordinary is happening to them. It will not be loud or dramatic in its manifestation, but it will be unmistakably, exquisitely divine. Some of you will witness your relationships beautifully shift into crystalline clarity. People who once questioned your motives, who doubted your sincerity, will suddenly, almost miraculously, comprehend the true depth of your heart. Some of you will seamlessly step into opportunities where your inherent, natural gifts will speak with more eloquence and authority than any formal introduction ever could. And some of you will walk into rooms, into spaces, where the very atmosphere will feel as though it has been eagerly awaiting your arrival, because spiritually, profoundly, it has. My dear friend, you have been hidden, strategically obscured, for such a prolonged period that you may have genuinely forgotten what true visibility, true recognition, truly feels like. But understand this: God did not hide you to punish you, to diminish you, or to abandon you. He hid you for the sacred purpose of shaping you, of molding you into the masterpiece he always intended. And now, that intricate, refining shaping process is complete. Not perfect, mind you, for perfection is an ongoing journey, but profoundly, undeniably ready. You may still carry lingering feelings of being unprepared, but heaven is not, nor has it ever been, confused. God knows with absolute certainty why this precise moment belongs to you, why your name is etched onto this destiny. And this, beloved, is where the insidious doubts, the tormenting self-questioning, finally irrevocably lose their power over you. Because when God himself begins to powerfully propel you forward, the very same individuals who once brazenly questioned your worth, who dismissed your potential, will bear witness to your glorious purpose unfolding, effortlessly, without you needing to utter a single word. Your steadfast consistency will speak volumes. Your profound inner peace will articulate your truth. Your undeniable growth, your newly established boundaries, and your beautifully healed responses will all bear powerful, undeniable testimony. And for the very first time, the external narrative about you will finally, perfectly, align with the magnificent truth that resides luminous and unyielding within you. Let me share something that will bring a profound, lasting stillness to your spirit. What God is about to accomplish in your life, the breathtaking transformation he is initiating, requires absolutely no one's permission. Not their validation, not their approval, not even their understanding. That, precisely, is why he has patiently waited for his perfect timing, not theirs. You see, people form their hasty opinions based on fragmented glances, on incomplete snapshots, on a mere whisper of your potential. God, however, forged your magnificent purpose based on the entirety of your story, from beginning to end. They reacted impulsively to a single moment, a fleeting instance. God, in his infinite wisdom, has been thoughtfully, intentionally responding to the grand arc of your entire lifetime. And now, the irrefutable, glorious evidence of that divine truth is about to spectacularly surface. Some of the very same people who once so carelessly underestimated you, who diminished your spirit, are going to experience something entirely unfamiliar, something unsettlingly new, when they encounter you again. Respect. Not the kind you have to force through argument or self-promotion. Not the kind you must demand, exhausting yourself in the process. No, this will be the kind of respect that rises naturally, organically, from deep within them, when the truth of who you are becomes too obvious, too radiant, too powerful to ignore any longer. This impending revelation is not about establishing your superiority over anyone. This is about absolute, undeniable clarity. Your life is becoming a pristine, unblemished reflection, mirroring back truth to people without a single spoken word. And when people genuinely look at you, truly see you, they will implicitly see the courageous choices they didn't make, the vital growth they deliberately avoided, the profound courage they continuously postponed. Not because you are suddenly flawless, but because you, with quiet persistence, kept saying yes to the arduous transformative journey of becoming precisely who God designed you to be. That quiet evidence I spoke of, that undeniable testimony, it is already quietly, divinely forming around you. For some of you, it will manifest as unexpected, profoundly meaningful connections. For others, it will arrive as a dream job you didn't even apply for, a door opened by unseen hands. For still others, it will be an overwhelming, unshakable peace so potent that people who once thrived on causing chaos and drama in your life won't even know how to approach you anymore. Because when God silences doubt, he also definitively silences access. He closes old doors with a profound, irreversible finality. He breaks old cycles of generational patterns and toxic behaviors without any fanfare, without needing a grand ceremony. He frees you from old, limiting identities, releasing you from their shackles without ever needing to explain why. And as all of that shifts, as these powerful transformations unfold, you are going to feel something stirring inside you that you haven't truly felt in a very, very long time. Permission. Permission to boldly rise into your full stature. Permission to dream again. To envision a future unbounded by past hurts. Permission to trust the gentle yet insistent direction you are being pulled toward. Permission to finally feel ease, to breathe deeply, instead of the constant, relentless pressure that has defined so much of your journey. Because now, finally, you are perfectly aligned with the sacred truth heaven has known about you since the very beginning of time. You are stepping into your authentic, accurate reflection. And listen closely, for this is critical. The profound reason God is meticulously silencing every last doubt, every whisper of negativity that has encircled you, is because he is actively preparing to elevate you into places, into positions, where confidence is no longer a mere luxury, a desirable trait, but an absolute necessity. He is securing your identity, firmly rooting you in who he says you are. He is stabilizing your spirit, making it unshakable amidst any storm. He is ensuring that your heart is strong enough, resilient enough, to hold the honor, the recognition, and the influence that is coming, without needing the fleeting applause or constant validation of others. And when that monumental moment finally arrives, the moment where everything he has been diligently building, shaping, and perfecting in the quiet darkness finally becomes gloriously visible to the world, you will not feel overwhelmed. You will not feel a crushing weight of expectation. Instead, you will feel profoundly recognized, not just by people but by purpose itself. You will look around at the landscape of your life, at all the intricate threads, and an undeniable clarity will wash over you, allowing you to declare, "This makes sense now." Every broken expectation, every prolonged quiet season, every agonizing misunderstanding, every piece of the puzzle will suddenly perfectly line up, and you, my dear friend, will finally see the magnificent, complete picture God was meticulously putting together all along. And this incredible unfolding is only the very beginning of the life you were uniquely made to live. Before you go, if you'd like to immerse yourself in this profound sense of peace and reflection a little longer, I've thoughtfully created a sacred space just for that. My second channel, Simplified Serenity, is a sanctuary filled with beautiful worship instrumentals, specifically crafted for prayer, deep meditation, and quiet stillness. It's a gentle, quiet space designed for your heart to breathe, to find rest, and to deeply reconnect with God. Simply tap on the playlist displayed on your screen. I would absolutely love to see you there.